chairperson of this August gathering, and here with us Sri H.M. Samplian, the former MLA and the retired IS, also the advisor to the Government of Meghalaya Education Department, and here with us respected Madam Dr. M.A. Zewa, Madam Principal of this college, and Sir W.L. Lingdo, retired IAS as a president of the governing body. And I see the two former principals of these institutions, and a retired professor, Dr. Wong, and the director, Madam Mana, the RT, and of the distinguished faculty members, and a retired professor, and especially my dear students. On commemorating the terminal of 60 years of existence, on behalf of the government, and on behalf of myself, and our Honorable Chief Minister, entire cabinet, I would like to bring greetings to all of you on this auspicious occasion. Of course, it's just a beginning day. So my best wishes to all of you and to all the family members of these institutions. As our President has already stated, more than 3,000 trained teachers, trained individuals has been produced from these institutions. So I wish that these institutions continue to serve the community, the state, the country, the best comes. So it sees the small mind talk about problems and the issue. The great individual, the great people discuss about the ideas and the policy. So I think why we are here today, here to learn, to be as a professional on our commitment. So my best wishes to all the future teachers of the state. As we have seen the history of this college in last 60 years, we see lots to be, many has been done, but lots to be done in the days to come. As a government, we will certainly look into the matter. We understand the issues, and with Madam Principal, we were just discussing how to improve, how to make things happen for the greater, better of our people. Yes, training is important. Yes, training is important. But to me, as a layman, I want to give a little opinion from my side that the responsibility and the commitment is far better than the diploma and the certificate. You can do great things without a diploma, without a certificate, but it matters what is your commitment, what is your responsibility. Therefore, as faculty members, as students, let us remind ourselves, it is my responsibility, it is my commitment which will give the best result in my assignment. Let us not only work till 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. To see the better result, we should work beyond 5 p.m. We should work beyond the boundary of our assignment. Therefore, at this juncture, we are traveling as a rough road, we can see. At this juncture, the Meghalaya, if you see the report, Meghalaya state is the highest drop rate in the country. And also, if you see the newspaper report, and if you see the data, Meghalaya is the lowest NLPJ rating. But to me, it doesn't matter. I will again say as a letter today, for me, figure doesn't matter. But the commitment is far greater responsibility than anything else. Yes, the performance of any institutions will not and should not measure with what the resources, what the buildings that we have. But the result-oriented and the quality of service is a device that to be measured to see the performance of any institutions. Therefore, as an educator, as a master trainer, let us not look at the infrastructure that we have, but let us focus on the responsibility and the service. What best we can give to the people is what the matter most. Therefore, as we look at the entire world scenario of today's situation, we are sort of nothing else. There may be crisis of resources. The government may have all kinds of resources, be it the government of the state government, be it the central government, be it the global level. Today, India is in a situation that we can travel to the moon. Maybe all this because of development of computer science and technology. But to the sweetness of this generation, as faculty members, as expert, as students of this generation, yes, if we depend on the computer science technology, the science, what is happening today is a product of the natural intelligence of the great scientists of yesterday and today. It's a great, what's called, result of the great scientists' natural intelligence. But for today, the challenge for us is, should we depend on all this? But to me, certainly not. If we just depend on technology and the computer science, these things will replace our natural intelligence. And we will not be having the natural intelligence stored in our minds and our brains. Therefore, this is a generation that we should really, as institutions, we should really update ourselves to get the best brand of natural intelligence. Now, it's a time today not to learn about technology and all this artificial intelligence. Our children, our young people, they learn because they become the part of life. I think many parents are aware. Our young children, from 10 years, 8 years, even 2 years, 3 years, they know how to use the smartphone, the computer science. They don't need to teach. But today our institutions have to teach the ideas how to control our children, how to control this technology. How we don't need to learn how to use the technology, no. But now we have to learn beyond one step ahead than technology. We have to learn now how to control the technology. Therefore, as the Bible says, we are created by the Almighty. And we have been put off on every creature. Therefore, all this what is available today is to substantiate us, not to substitute. Therefore, as we are talking about ideas, as we're discussing about the policy, I think now our teachers, I think our students, what we call the future teachers of this great country and the state, we should learn how to learn. Because the Bible says, wise people listen. We should learn to listen, and we should learn to learn, and how to make others to learn. Because after the completion of your B.Ed courses, you will be in the schools, you will be in college, then you will see the challenges. I've been told many times, even the church leaders, even the pastor and reverend, when they give a message, if the congregation fell asleep, then they sometimes stop in 15-minute message. So they understand whether the congregation is listening to my speech, to my message or not. As a students, we feel bored. As a teacher, you will understand tomorrow whether students listen or not. Then you will feel in a different way. You will when a student doesn't listen what you teach, you will have interest. You will get inspiration. You will feel some other way. I'm not doing well. Therefore, let us learn today as institutions, as a students, let us learn how to inspire others, because it says the great teachers inspire. Therefore, this afternoon, as Meghalaya, as our state, as our Honorable Chief Minister, Sir Conrad K. Sangma's vision is to take Meghalaya forward to be one of the top 10 states in the country. But on how? Yes, there may be vision on economy. It may be on tourism. It may be on other sector. It may be on law and order. In all sector. But until the education sector is on the top, there's nothing gonna happen. Because the institutions, the education institutions which will produce the best IAS officer, the best politicians, the best economy, the best officer, the best teacher. If the government fails, if the policy fails, if the law and order fails, please don't blame the politician. When the law and order fail, please don't blame DGP and the police people. When the economy fails, please don't blame our economists. But everything lies on the institutions. Because as we always talk about the survival of the fittest, the best brain will survive in this generation. Any state, any country, any community which can conceptualize, which can contribute the best design brain.
The last year, and giving words to you. Respected Minister of Education, Mr. Rakham Sarma, a very dynamic minister. After a long time, we have seen a minister who is very hands-on with the subject. You have heard with your own ears about the depth of knowledge that he has about the department and for lifting up the standard of education in the state. And we hope in the days to come, we will be able to see a lot of changes, and all of us are committed as stakeholders to raise the bar of the education in the state. My respect to W.M. Milo, my senior colleague when we were in service. Indeed, I've seen you after a very long time. I was busy with my politics after I took a voluntary retirement. But I'm very proud to see you here today that you are the president of the governing body. May God bless you, give you good health, and continue to share your experiences with this institution. I'd like to thank Madam Jarua, the principal, for the invitation. Though I got the invitation a bit late today morning only. I know Madam Jarua couldn't find a room, my room in the secretariat, so I'll tell you that it is in the additional secretariat. So nevertheless, whenever anybody wants to send any letter to me, kindly hand over to the PS of the Honorable Minister also. It will reach my room either way. I'd like also to thank few personalities here today for being with us, and I'm glad to see you after a long time. Of course, Dr. Vanessa, you've been like a pillar of this institution. More than 25 years of service